Welcome back to Goody All Gospel Channel. Imagine being betrayed by your own family, sold into slavery, falsely accused, and thrown into prison, yet rising to a position of power that changes the course of history. Sounds like a movie plot, right? Well, it is the story of Joseph from the Bible. And, believe it or not, Joseph's life holds powerful lessons that can transform how we face challenges today. A tale of dreams, betrayal, forgiveness, and ultimately redemption. So, let's get started. Joseph was the 11th son of Jacob and the first son of Rachel. As a young boy, he was his father's favorite, and Jacob did not hide this fact. He even gifted Joseph a beautiful, colorful coat, an extravagant symbol of his love. But this favoritism didn't sit well with Joseph's older brothers. Joseph also had unusual dreams. In one dream, he saw himself and his brothers as sheaves of grain, and his brothers' sheaves bowed down to his. In another, he saw the sun, moon, and 11 stars bowing down to him. Joseph shared these dreams with his family, and his brothers grew more resentful, feeling that Joseph thought he was destined to rule over them. One day, Joseph's brothers saw their chance to get rid of him. When they were far from home, they ambushed Joseph, stripped him of his special coat, and threw him into an empty pit. Soon after, a group of Midianite traders passed by. Instead of leaving Joseph in the pit, the brothers sold him as a slave for 20 pieces of silver. They then took his coat, dipped it in animal blood, and brought it back to Jacob, leading him to believe his beloved son was dead. In Egypt, Joseph was sold to Potiphar, a high-ranking officer in Pharaoh's guard. Though he was far from home and living as a slave, Joseph never lost his faith in God. Over time, he gained favor with Potiphar and was put in charge of his entire household. But soon, Joseph faced a serious trial. Potiphar's wife falsely accused Joseph of trying to assault her, and he was thrown into prison. Even in prison, Joseph's faith did not falter, and he found favor with the warden. Eventually, Joseph's ability to interpret dreams caught the attention of the Pharaoh. The Pharaoh was troubled by 2 dreams that no one could interpret. In one, 7 skinny cows devoured 7 fat cows. In the other, 7 thin heads of grain swallowed up 7 healthy heads. Joseph was called to interpret the dreams. He explained that Egypt would experience 7 years of abundance, followed by 7 years of severe famine. Impressed with Joseph's wisdom, Pharaoh appointed him as governor over all Egypt, second only to himself. Joseph oversaw the collection of grain during the years of plenty, storing up food for the years of famine to come. Years later, when the famine struck, Joseph's brothers came to Egypt seeking food. They did not recognize Joseph, but he recognized them. Joseph tested their character before finally revealing his identity in a tearful, heartfelt moment. In an incredible act of forgiveness, Joseph told his brothers, "You intended to harm me, but God intended it for good to accomplish what is now being done, the saving of many lives." The story of Joseph teaches us about resilience, faith, and forgiveness. Even when everything seemed lost, Joseph held on to his faith, trusting that God had a plan. And when he finally had power over those who wronged him, he chose forgiveness over revenge. Joseph's journey reminds us that there's a bigger plan at work, even in our darkest hours. Thanks for watching. If you found Joseph's story inspiring, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to Goody All Gospel for more stories from the Bible. Let us know in the comments what you think of Joseph's journey. Until next time, keep your faith strong. Subscribe for more.